There is a kind of silence that does not arrive when a relationship ends, but much later, when a woman believes she has already moved on. It comes without drama, without warning, often in moments that feel ordinary on the surface. She may be lying in bed, scrolling through her phone, sitting across from someone new who is speaking but not truly reaching her, or standing alone in a quiet room where memories feel heavier than sound. And in that silence, a realization begins to form slowly, almost unwillingly. She did not simply leave a man. She hurt a good one. What follows is not relief, not empowerment, and not sadness. It is fear, because a good man does not leave noise behind him. He leaves clarity, and clarity, when it comes too late, is deeply unsettling. A good man is rarely recognized for what he is, while he is still present. In real time, his qualities do not scream for attention. He does not create emotional chaos to feel important. He does not withdraw affection to manipulate desire. He does not test loyalty through instability. Instead, he is steady. He listens. He shows up in ways that feel ordinary until they are gone. His love is not dramatic, but it is consistent. His strength is not loud, but it is reliable. And because of this, he is often misunderstood. What is actually emotional maturity is mistaken for predictability. What is actually self-control is mistaken for lack of passion. What is actually deep commitment is mistaken for something that will always be there. When a woman hurts a good man, the impact does not arrive all at once. At first, there may be relief. The pressure lifts. The expectations disappear. She feels lighter, unburdened by the responsibility of being emotionally present for someone who truly saw her. New attention fills the space quickly. Compliments come easily. Conversations feel exciting again. There is novelty, movement, distraction. For a while it feels like freedom, but freedom built on distraction is fragile. Time has a way of stripping things down to their essence. Slowly, patterns repeat. Emotional highs begin to come with emotional lows. Passion turns into unpredictability. The nervous system stays alert instead of calm. And one day, often without a clear trigger, she notices a quiet exhaustion settling in. This is when she begins to realize what she lost. Not excitement, not intensity, but peace. The kind of peace that allowed her to exhale. The kind of safety that allowed her to be imperfect, without fear of abandonment. A good man does not just love a woman. He regulates the emotional environment around her. He creates a space where her mind can rest. And once that space is gone, it cannot be easily recreated. Attraction can be replaced. Attention can be replaced. Even love, in some form, can be replaced. But emotional safety cannot. Once it is gone, its absence becomes painfully obvious. Fear begins quietly. It does not announce itself. It appears in comparison, in moments when she realizes that new men may desire her, but they do not protect her heart. They may excite her, but they do not anchor her. She begins to replay memories she once ignored. The patience she took for granted. The way he stayed calm when she was overwhelmed. The way his presence alone made things feel manageable. And slowly, a truth takes shape that she cannot easily push away. What she lost was rare. Then comes the realization that cuts even deeper. The good man did not fall apart after she left. He did not chase her. He did not try to convince her of his value. He did not collapse under the weight of rejection. Instead, he grew quieter, more focused, more self-contained. His energy stopped reaching outward and began turning inward. He invested in himself. He refined his boundaries. He learned. And this is what truly unsettles her. Not that he moved on, but that he moved forward without bitterness. Because growth without resentment is a form of strength that cannot be negotiated with. In that moment, a painful understanding emerges. She was not the source of his strength. She was the catalyst for his awakening. And lessons are not meant to be revisited. They are meant to be integrated and left behind. This is why watching a good man become better without her feels so different from watching any other man move on. It forces her to confront the idea that she was not irreplaceable to him, not because she lacked value, but because he found value within himself. What begins to haunt her is not that he no longer loves her, but that she no longer has access to him. She cannot reach him emotionally. She cannot provoke a response. She cannot step back into his life during moments of vulnerability. His silence is calm, but it is firm. And silence carries a message that words never could. It says that he understands now, that he sees clearly, that he no longer needs explanation, validation, or closure from the past. This is terrifying, because silence offers no leverage, no chance to correct mistakes, no opportunity to rewrite the narrative. Over time, another fear takes root. The realization that his absence is permanent, not because he is angry, but because he has learned. A good man does not leave impulsively. He leaves after reflection, after patience, after trying. And once he leaves, he does not return to the same emotional position. He does not unlearn self-respect. He does not betray his growth for nostalgia. He moves forward quietly, carrying the lesson with him, not the wound. Eventually, the deepest fear arrives. The moment when excuses no longer work, when timing, confusion, and emotional uncertainty lose their power, when the truth stands alone and unfiltered. He showed up. He was consistent. He offered safety, and she did not protect it. This realization does not come with dramatic emotion. It comes with stillness. A heavy, sobering acceptance that some losses are final not because people are cruel, but because growth demands consequence. This is why women often return long after the relationship has ended. Not because they suddenly remember how much they loved him, but because experience has stripped away fantasy. Comparison has revealed what was rare. Reality has done what emotion could not. But by then, the good man is no longer available in the same way. He listens differently. He loves differently. He guards his peace. And a man who has learned the cost of ignoring his boundaries does not forget that lesson. A good man does not come back to be chosen again. He does not return to prove his worth. He does not seek closure from someone who failed to see him clearly when it mattered. He leaves so he can finally choose himself. And that is what women fear most after hurting a good man. Not his anger, not his absence, but the irreversible understanding that someone who once loved them with sincerity now exists in a life where they no longer belong.